Hey, thanks. Can you introduce our lineup? Do the little Bird song? You want to do that instead? I was gonna play it at 7 minutes while they warm up, but you want it as your feature song? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. I will turn it up as much as I can, but I can't turn it up as much as you want.
Thank you.
Never mind. I'll put it on at 7 minutes in. As much as you want.
Welcome everyone to the 2023 Canadian Collegiate Athletic Association Men's Basketball National Championship hosted by the SAIT Trojans. In the spirit of reconciliation, we acknowledge we live, work, and play on the traditional territories of the Blackfoot Confederacy, comprised of the Siksika, Kainai, and Piikani, the Tsuut'ina, the Nakota Nations, the Métis Nation, Region 3, and all people who make their homes in the Treaty 7 region of southern Alberta.
What it do? We are live from the Jack Simpson Gymnasium. Joshua Adam, William Arthur with Jermaine J.C. Cummings as the host. George Brown Huskies coming to take on the reigning, defending, six-time in a row ACAC champion, 16 overall. Jermaine, give me 2 claps on a Ric Flair.
Woo!
The men of Troy, the SAIT Trojans, acknowledge them.
Absolutely. But I tell you about who's going to acknowledge them right now. That's the George Brown Huskies, Josh. Before we can get too over the moon about the SAIT Trojans, got to go TCB, take care of business against a tough George Brown team right now. Some guys I want to highlight. Nas Robert, we saw him yesterday. Unbelievable minutes off the bench. Attacking the glass, making sure to get those second, third chance opportunities. But the guy, the main player, Rob Ocampo, calm, cool, collected, able to shoot from both sides, loves to work with the left. You know he's going to bring that same game here today. Someone the Trojans definitely have to watch out for him is Ocampo.
Ocampo is a bad, bad man. You talked about all the great accolades for him. For the SAIT Trojans, there's so many. We can talk about the vets, the guys that we always talk about, Marcus Masters and Chuck Burner, and obviously the legacy for Marty Berkey and Charlie Connor, trying to go off with a championship at the end of their careers. But let's talk about 2 guys that made an impact last night and have been making an impact provincials and this entire second semester. And then it's Quell, K-Switch 2 Foe, and Mark Deneau, Gabrielle.
Absolutely. Where do you start with Quell? 2 times. Loves to attack the glass, like we saw yesterday, saying super aggressive. Every time he got the ball in the painted area, he looked to go up strong, finish with a dunk. Look for him to really repeat that performance here today. And Josh, you said the man himself, MDG. Oh, so cool, so strong. Always got the strength advantage over his check. You wanted to dominate in the paint today. I got a feeling he's definitely going to do that, and we're going to see if George Brown, can handle that.
Speaking about Mark Deneau, Gabrielle, on the other side now, he can see who's on the other side of that bracket. It's the Dawson Blues, as you just saw here, winning in dramatic fashion. They await the winner of this game.
Exactly. Some of Mark's old homeboys are waiting for him now in the elite room. SAIT's got to do their job to be able to get that, because you know we want that juicy matchup come Sunday. But can't look there yet. One more game to handle. George Brown, SAIT Trojans. We're going to see who gets it done.
We'll see who gets it done. It's really going to be a fantastic battle between both these two. As we said, Marty Berkey, legacy, honored at halftime. Very beautiful there. You saw George Brown. You've seen, obviously, the SAIT Trojans all year. What are the key differences and similarities you see between these two and what both want to attack against each other?
Well, I'll tell you what, George Brown always does a good job around the rim. Second chance opportunities, and at the same time, you're looking at SAIT. They also do a good job on the offensive side of second chance opportunities. We're going to see what team can really dominate the glass, because I have a feeling the team that does just that will secure themselves a win here tonight.
And, you know, we talked about other players to keep an eye on, too. Marcus Masters yesterday, a tough start for Masters yesterday. Had 0 going into half. That's not something we normally see for a Marcus Masters.
No, definitely not. And I guarantee we won't see that today. The SAIT Trojans, despite all the great scoring they have, can't afford another rough game from Marcus Masters. He's got to shake that off, worry about any kind of lower body injury he's got, regardless if he's got it or not. He's got to put all that to the side, show up for his squad today, because that way the Trojans will be playing come Sunday in that gold medal final.
Let's talk about really quickly how we get here. Yesterday, George Brown, you saw Jermaine, was the buzzer beater in the 6th slot yesterday. They win in overtime to get here, and SAIT dominating fashions against the Holland Hurricanes.
Yeah, we'll see. More or less, SAIT had a good run yesterday, kind of keeping their guys under wraps a little bit. George Brown went the distance and some, as Josh just said. Overtime game, you know they're feeling it a little bit, and we're going to see if they can shake off those Blues, get back into the win, and we'll see if they make it happen.
Well, the atmosphere is getting exciting. We are about 3 minutes or so from introductions and the national lineup, national anthem and the lineup. I'm getting excited. Okay, so this is the who's going to punch their ticket here to the final spot of the semifinals. It's the Trojans, it's the Huskies. You're watching it right here on YouTube, and that is coming up very soon. First, the starting lineups. We'll see you then.
Welcome to the Jack Simpson Gymnasium at the University of Calgary for tonight's gold medal semifinal matchup featuring the George Brown College Huskies from Toronto, Ontario, taking on your very own SAIT Trojans. Here is tonight's starting lineup, starting tonight for the George Brown College Huskies. At guard, 6'2" from Toronto, number 3, Rob Ocampo. At guard, 6'3" from North York, number 9, Cal Campbell. At guard forward, 6'5" from Toronto, number 11, Derek Taylor. At forward, 6'8" from Toronto, number 12, Nassim Berry. And at forward, 6'9" from Toronto, number 17, D.M. Bitukumesu. Head coach of the Huskies is Jason Dawkins. And now, Trojans fans, this is the gold medal semifinal matchup. Here is tonight's starting lineup from your SAIT Trojans. At guard, 5'10" from Kitchener, Ontario, number 0, Marcus Masters. At guard, 6'1" from Lacey, Washington, number 1, Charlie Connor. At guard, 6'4" from Montreal, Quebec, number 7, Martineau Gabriel. At forward, 6'4" from London, Ontario, number 24, Qual. And at forward, 6'8" from Calgary, Alberta, number 30, May. Head coach of the Trojans is Marty Berkey, assisted by Pat Boulin and Pat Troy. Please rise, remove your hats, and join us in the playing of O Canada.
And welcome to the Jack Simpson Gymnasium. Joshua Adam William Armor with Jermaine J.C. Cummings. The George Brown College Huskies take on the Metatroy, the SAIT Trojans, who will face the Dawson Blues at 3 o'clock Mountain Time, 5 o'clock Eastern on Sunday to capture the national championship.
Huge opportunity for both squads, Josh. Both teams earned their chance to be here today. One last win, though. Despite the great jobs from both these teams yesterday, got to come out and perform one more time. And as you said, Josh, punch that ticket to the gold medal final this Sunday right here at the Jack Simpson Gymnasium.
SAIT, the history, Jermaine. Last year, they finally made a semifinals. Hadn't made one in this entire run, and then heartbreak to Humber. Hoping to reverse that and make it to the national championship game. Something Marty Berkey, with all the accolades he's had, Charlie Connor, with all the accolades he's had, hasn't gotten. George Brown, they got other plans.
Yeah, they sure do, Josh, and you know they're going to come out here and hoop. They did that yesterday. And we're going to see if they can get to it. You see Man pull down that rebound.
And keeping it, and he said it to find Charlie Connor for the tray. You can put on the board. Chuck Burner from downtown.
What he does best, and that is setting the tone. There goes Connor using the screen and knocking down the three. Good start here by the Trojans.
Trojans, good job of keeping the ball in play. There's the big man right there, duo. He goes up, strong take.
Yeah, it's a good take as we see DM Bitukamesu, Josh. We saw him yesterday. Real tall, but also real wide as well. Got that huge girth about him. Loves to use it down low, so we see two opportunities. It's going to be a battle down low with BM Bitukamesu and also Nassim Berry. Also slight, slender, can move really well without the ball. We're going to see if those two bigs can kind of work in conjunction with each other in this game.
We'll see what happens. Big man is able to knock down both. 3-2 right now. Trey and some free throws is what gets us started. Marcus Masters guarded right now by Campbell. Nice take to the hole, but then gets denied. And then a foul. A good time block there. Nice job by Derek Taylor out of Toronto.
That's right. We saw it yesterday from Taylor. He does a good job protecting the rim, and there's another example of that right there. As we knew MDG was going to go up hard with that left, he was waiting on him, and he sends it right back. All at the line, Josh, where he made his bones yesterday. They'd acted to make sure to get to the line time and time again. You know he wants to repeat that here today as well.
And knew the game that Mark Deneau Gabrielle had yesterday, but you were really impressed with, I mean, really, Kowal has been the key for this Trojans team, like I said, in the second semester, the winter season, as some would like to say, and provincials and nationals, and the one national game that we have, but he has been a standout.
Absolutely, Josh. Everything's clicking for him right at the perfect time, and that is at the end of the season. And we're going to see if that game continues to grow here tonight.
Taylor backing up Masters, fadeaway jumper. Good for Derek Taylor getting on the board.
Yeah, a little baseline work. Put the body into him, lose him, and hit him with that fadeaway J. That's a good shot by Taylor.
Marcus Masters. He said he's got the big man on him. He2 Kumiso. Charlie Connor, one-on-one right now with Ocampo. Can't get the three there, but Ocampo going off right off the bat, trying to get that D on him.
Well, first foul, quick in the game for Rob Ocampo. Obviously, too early to talk about foul trouble, but that is awful early in the game to pick up your first for someone as important to the offense for George Brown as Robert Ocampo is.
And Charlie able to knock down the first free throw attempt there. Charlie Connor out of Lacey, Washington, all-time leading scorer for the SAIT Trojans. Might be, some say, the greatest SAIT Trojan of all time.
I would say undoubtedly so, Josh. I think we're looking at him right now, number one on the line and number one in your hearts. Double C, Charlie Connor, the GOAT Trojan.
Shot able to knock down that one. 7-4 lead now for the Trojans. Campbell brings up the rock. Finds Ocampo. It's a down low. Barry, nice hezzy, goes up strong. Kowal try to get the block, then fights for the rebound. Who wants it? George Brown, they'll keep it.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, in yesterday's game, Josh, Barry had such an easy time going to the hoop time and time again. No one could really check him. Not the case here today as we've got Qual looking at him from across the way. It's going to be a lot tougher on him tonight.
And you kind of saw that casual look, and then he knows he has to face Kowal. You're seeing it right there. Spins up, tries to find some room, but Kowal not going to give Nassim Berry any room at all.
Absolutely not, Josh. A little too free-flowing was Berry yesterday, and not the case here. He's going to have to pull out the strength a little bit and take it into Kowal's chest.
2 minutes in, and the SAIT Trojans lead by 3 so far. 14 on the shot clock. Wild pass, and Ocampo is able to handle it. He hesitates in the shot, so this SAIT defense right now really throwing off the Huskies, and Barry has to throw up a shot. He can't get that one to go in. Great defense by the Trojans.
Yeah, that's a great defensive stand, Josh. As you just said, 24 strong seconds of defense, and you said George Brown got that potent offense. Couldn't get anything done on that one. It's Chuck Burner with a great contest, and Qual also getting his hands on that.
Martineau Gabrielle. Love to face his former team in the Nationals, but that will have to wait. Can't get that one to go. Rebound by Ocampo. Passes it out to Taylor. Derek Taylor. This is to Ocampo. He can't fully handle it, but gets it back. And gets it to Campbell. Campbell met by Martineau Gabriel. Shot clock winding down. Campbell to the hole. Can't get that one to go, and Maine will pick up that foul.
Well, tough one right there. Maine tried to avoid the contact, left his hands up. Unfortunately, got him with the chest. And going to the line now is Dre Campbell.
Nikola Jokic, Filip Ivanovic will check into the game.
Absolutely. Couldn't tell. As I said yesterday, never seen him in the same place at the same time, have you?
I haven't.
That's right.
Sub coming in as Jeremiah Brown comes in. Jermaine, Jeremiah Brown, you were really impressed with him yesterday.
I sure was, Josh. Great minutes off the bench by Brown. Calm, cool, collected, never got bothered at all. Did such a good job of controlling the tempo. You know he's going to be looking to do that. He's going to have to do that if George Brown looks to be successful tonight against the Trojans.
With Scarborough. Knocked down there by Campbell. Ivanovic trying to get it in. Tight press there. Bringing in the ball by the Huskies. Masters had an off game for him. Hit a few threes at the end there against the Hurricanes, but other than that, not one of the legendary Marcus Masters games we know. Shot clock winding down. Inside to Ivanovic. Funny for him.
Absolutely perfect execution right there. As you can see, Josh, George Brown focusing on MDG. As soon as he gets the ball, the double is instant right away, forcing him to give it up. That's a good job by Ivanovic, making sure they don't pay the price.
Taylor pass it back out. Campbell pass it down to Barry. Barry posting up, gets stuck, whips it around. Good ball movement by the Huskies. Shot clock winding down. Campbell can't get that one to go. Rebound by Masters. Masters trying to find some room. Taylor on him. Gets it back out to Ivanovic. In the corner to Martineau Gabriel.
There's a double. Look at it.
Double indeed. Tried to go around. You almost see a double on every single Trojan when they touch the ball.
Yeah, more or less. But I tell you, it's twice as much when MDG gets it. They're sure to making things tough on him as they did a good job of slapping the ball loose on that take.
Trying to inbound the ball. Charlie gets it into Kowal. Kowal gets it for two.
How about it? Not an easy take as Nas Berry was there, putting all of 6'8" in Qual's face. Didn't matter. Good job going up and through the defender.
Campbell finds Taylor. Trojans looking like they're in a 2-3 zone right now. Berry goes up, can't get it. Berry stays patient, still can't get it, and Berry having a hard time right now with some of those state bigs. Campo tried to get that one, but nice rebound by Jeremiah Brown.
Oh, you got to find him. You can't give him all day like that. Ocampo's going to knock down wide open Jays. Got to find him.
As Jermaine just talked about, way too open. He could have built a house there, done whatever he wanted, knocked down the tray. Masters for the tray, can't get it. Kowal tried to get it, ripped away by Barry. Ocampo, he brings it up now. Hands it off to Barry. Barry trying to find something inside. Instead, he passed it down to Taylor. Taylor crossover. Campo was thinking about the trade.
From there.
He's going to go for it. Yeah, he has the range. Just didn't make it there, Jay.
Definitely.
Seems like the Huskies are really feeling out their offense, just kind of seeing what they can do and what they can do.
Yeah, absolutely. Barry's got a lot of ISO plays. Like I said yesterday, he had a great time down low doing whatever he wanted. Not the case here today. Things are a little tougher for him around the hoop. He's going to have to maybe pull him out with some J's and see if he can get the defense to come find him at the perimeter.
Gets it inside. Campbell goes up strong on Marcus Masters and ties the game up.
Great take. We see Campbell going into the chest of Masters on that one.
Amon Walker into the game right now. Ivanovic hands it off to Charlie Connor. He'll reset up the offense. Halfway through here, the first period. Charlie Connor for three. Can't get the bounce. Amon tried to get up there and take it away. Instead, Campbell now leads a break for the Huskies. He passes the quarter. Ocampo doesn't like that. Instead goes for the runner in the lane. He won't get that, and Ivanovic gets the rebound. Chuck will reset up the offense. Trying to find some room. Met by Jeremiah Brown. Crossover. Finds Masters. Masters, he's hounded right now. Guarded by Barrow. Gets it back out to Ivanovic in the corner. Walker bobbles it. Shot clock winding down. Hands it to Qual. What patience there by Ahmad Walker, finding Kowal, and then gets it for the 2.
Patience is the key word, just like you said, Josh. That's a good job keeping himself poised and getting that ball to Kowal right at the end of the shot clock, able to bury it.
Campo passes in the corner. Brown for 3. Can't get that one to go. Rebound by Ivanovic. Charlie leading it up again. Charlie, one-on-one. Trying to find some room. Gets around the corner. Goes up. He's fouled and over the line. 4-2. We have Wyatt Hawks about to sub in, and Masters for George Brown. Wyatt Hawks, I should say, for the Trojans, and Derek Taylor ready to come back in. Jay, we've seen a little bit something different from the St. Trojans offense. Normally Marcus Masters primarily handles the point guard duties and bringing the ball up. A little bit of change of pace. They've moved Marcus to the off-ball position and had Chuck bring the ball up.
Yeah, switch it up a little bit, Josh. That's the good thing about having 2 guards that can do both right now. So you can either choose Masters to bring it up and maybe set up Charlie Connor with some times, but as you've seen early in this game, primarily ball handling skills landing on Chuck Connor's lap, and it's working out for him so far. He's making the right plays.
You think there's something to using Marcus on the off-ball shot for the guard?
Definitely. That's a good way to get guards open and kind of get him sometimes. Like you said, Marcus had a tough game yesterday. Yeah. See if you can kind of get him moving without the ball and get him some open shots and get that confidence up, and that way he'll be able to hit.
Charlie nails both his free throws. 3:50 left here in the first. 4 points for Charlie Connor in this one. Campbell, he's been handling the point guard duties for the Huskies in this one. Just trying to get it to Burrow. Instead, he gets it to Derek Taylor, who just checked back into the game. Barry, who's been trying to find his way in the lane, and keeps on meeting the Trojan. That time, he just can't get it to go. He gets the rebound, but it goes out.
Yep, struggles continue here early on from Nassim Barry. Got a handle at 6'8", which is nice. Nice cross, gets to the hoop, and unable to finish. Having a tough time early on in this one.
Masters will sub out, and Martineau Gabriel will come back in for the Trojans. Gabriel, though, is facing tight defense, and the Huskies able to poke it away.
About that George Brown and pressure in the front court.
Barry was thinking 3. Almost stolen away there. Amon tried to get on it, and the ball will go back to the Trojans. Great work there by Amon Walker.
How about it? Now seeing Barry pulling off the off-ball swim move on that one. Official caught that one, and we're going the other way, and the struggles continue early on for Barry.
15-11.
That's going to bring in Nas Robert. Josh, yesterday's game, as soon as Nas got in the game, he was able to supply a huge boost to them defensively. We're going to see if they can do that here as well, because he is a stalwart down low.
Sophomore player is Roberts. So what he can do here, Jermaine obviously high praise of him. Ivanovic finds Martineau Gabriel. He goes in and finishes.
There it is. Finally able to get one to go. As MDG cutting across the paint, getting up there with the left and getting it to go down.
6-point lead now for the Trojans.
Oh, look at Nas.
Robert passes it outside. Here's a Trey. Can't get that one to go. Try to go for the rebound there. The ball will stay with the Huskies.
Ball movement on that last attempt there from the George Brown Huskies. Didn't get it to go down, but they got a clean look. You know the process is there.
17-11.
Yeah, I think they got Walker on that one off ball.
Seconds on the shot clock. Mon Walker picks up his first foul. 14 fouls on the Huskies, 3 on the Trojans. Taylor whips it across court to Masters. Masters gets it picked off though, and Trojans now have a break. Charlie Connor to the hole. Nice finish there by Chuck Burr.
And the foul in the open floor. There goes Chuck Connor yet again, Josh. Crashing to the deck, giving it all. What a take.
Trojans want this game. They've never, in this legacy run of winning 6 ACSC titles in a row, and not made the national championship. Never medaled, which is wild to think about.
It sure is, Josh. That oh-so-elusive national record. Not so great for the Trojans. Opportunity for them this time, but this one long from over. We know George Brown is tough, and they're going to continue to bring it. We'll see if they can continue to do that.
22-11. Trojans up. Campbell. It's down to Masters. Masters, stop, pops, can't get the tray. Gabrielle skies for the rebound.
Lucky on that one. Wide open look right there. You saw Jacob Masters had a clean shot at it, didn't get it to go, but if you're SAIT, you want to tighten up.
Kowal finds Masters. Masters in the corner to Gabrielle, and he takes too many steps and travels.
They got him sliding that pivot foot before he took that first dribble.
So an inbound situation right now for Derek Taylor and the Huskies. Terrell Taylor handles it right now. Not sure of any relation. Campbell. It's a back to Derek Taylor. Derek Taylor goes up, gets it to go.
Bully ball right there. How about that one? Back and Walker down. Just asserting his dominance in the paint is Taylor. That's a good take.
It's got to be a relief for the Huskies. They've been trying to grind and get into that painted area and finally get one to go.
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes all it takes is one now. We'll see if that changes their fortunes in this first quarter.
Masters. Gives it to Martineau Gabrielle. Gabrielle, jumper. Good.
That's the roll. How about it? Puts it on the deck one time, elevates over the defense, able to get it to go. Not working up front. Moving to the mid-range.
22-13 right now. Campbell. Drops a nice dime, but can't be finished there. And Naj Robert wanted to finish it and hasn't able to get anything just yet. Drop of a dime. Amon Walker goes up strong. Amon Walker for two.
Staying strong in transition as Amon takes the hit and finishes. Here come those Trojans, Josh, as they're picking up the pace in this first quarter.
24-13. Drops a dime, and no. It's a foul, and SAIT not in the bonus yet. We'll see if it was a shooting foul. It's not. It's at the end there. Two subs coming in here. Darnell Richards checking into the game. And Chris Fields checking into the game.
Yeah, Josh, we saw good play from Fields yesterday. Went down with an injury early in the game, so it is good to see him back out here. Quite the defensive hawk is Fields, and you know they're going to need that presence here in this game.
All the players that we saw that maybe left the game injured all seem to have come back and fighting hard to win a championship. And Campbell can't get it to go. Second chance, good job, putting it out. Finds Taylor, he can't get the tray to go. Ball's bobbled around. Dano Gabrielle comes out with it. Gets it ahead to Kowal. Kowal, Euro, goes up. Can't get it to go though. Game and shot clock is about a split-second difference. Masters going to the hole, gets it in the corner. Good ball movement. Back in the corner. For three by Campbell. Gets it to go.
It's the roll. It's a good shot there by Campbell, knocking that one down here with only single digits left.
Shot clock off. Game clock winding down. Masters in the lane. Gets it to go. At the buzzer. Marcus Masters. And the Trojans lead after the first quarter of play, 26-16. We're going to throw it down to Brett for the quarter report.
Thanks, Josh. Thanks, Jermaine. What a first quarter here for your SAIT Trojans. 26-16 after 10 minutes done on the clock, led by Chuck Burner himself. Charlie Connor, 10 points to go along with 6 from Qual. Meanwhile, on the other side, it's Cal Campbell with a team-high 7, as well as Derek Taylor with 4 of his own. But this is the absolute perfect way to start off this second semifinal here tonight. 10 points from Charlie Connor and a 10-point lead for your SAIT Trojans as they look to find a way to get to the national championship game live on home court. And what a fantastic way to start it has been, shooting 56% from the field, 9 of 16, 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Meanwhile, it's a bit of a struggle on the other side. The George Brown Huskies only shooting 5 of 21 for 23%. They are 4 for 4 from the line, though. But as it stands right now, it has been all Trojans up to this point. And they look to keep that momentum going here in the second quarter. And we're going to send it back up to Josh and Jermaine for the second quarter action.
It's going to be an interesting second quarter. But you know what else is interesting and fantastic, Jermaine? Our fantastic sponsors.
Absolutely, Josh. A great time to acknowledge them. And right now, we're going to take a look at our sponsors that include the Calgary Booster Club, Veriburn, the Trojans Athletic Foundation, Ambrose University, and finally, but of course, not least, the Calgary Surge Basketball Organization. Josh, thank you to all of our sponsors today, bringing us this great Game 4 on day number 2.
Absolutely. It's 26-16, and we saw this against the Hurricanes yesterday by the Trojans. George Brown, Jermaine, see what they talk about to that huddle. We've seen some shines of lights and some positive things for them. Shot 23% in that first quarter. You can't be shooting like that against the St. Trojans.
Definitely not. They got good looks, but as we know, Josh, if you're not able to hit those wide open shots, you gotta have to do something about it. Now we see Darnell Richard in the game now at the big spot. We're gonna see if maybe he can get something going down low, but George Brown got to get something shaken here before SAIT really starts to open the door.
Now we're gonna be on Whitehouse, and he's gonna bring it back in Felipe Ivanovic. Whitehawks will come out, and Felipe Ivanovic will check in. 26-16. Taylor. Can't get it to go. Fights for the rebound. Who wants it more? There's going to be a foul there against Ivanovic.
Not happening at the rim right now for George Brown, Josh. They're getting in time and time again, but SAIT doing such a good job of making sure to protect that rim at its best. If I'm George Brown, maybe look at that perimeter a little bit more. See if he can kind of pull SAIT's defense away from the hoop right now, because they are locking it down.
10-point lead right now for the Trojans. Jermaine said doing it on both sides and press a defensive stop there. Marcus Masters handling the rock. Finds Chuck Burner. He's wide open for three. Can't get it to go, though. Ivanovic, good job fighting for the board. Gets it back out to Masters. Shot clock winding down on Marcus. Masters leaning three. Can't get it to go. And now brought up by Nas Roberts. Masters will reset it. Gets it back over to Fields. And the 2-3 zone right now, not letting the Huskies do too much. Nice crossover there. Gets an open look for three. And knocks it down. Beautiful patience there. And then a tray by Campbell.
Most definitely. How about Jacob Masters with a little shake up top to find Campbell in the corner? That's a good looking play right there.
Kowal. To Martineau Gabriel. Gabriel, Euro. Nice job there by Campbell stealing it. So gets it done on one side, knocking down a tray, and then gets his hands in the cookie jar and gets the steal.
Absolutely, Josh. He had his eyes on that ball the whole time. Scouting reporters out on MDG, and Campbell was ready for him on that take as he pops it loose and draws the foul as well.
Trey Burrow back in the game. (26-19). Huskies looking to get a little run going. Had that last three by Campbell. Looking maybe for a little bit more. Ivanovic on Campbell right now, not letting him go. Derek Taylor finds some room, goes up. And it's an offensive foul, Trojans ball.
How about Qual? Not only can he protect the rim, but he can also step in there and take a charge. And Taylor's offensive drought continues, Josh. He's doing a good job getting to the hoop, but can't convert when he gets there. Look for him to shake that off because it's George Brown Huskies desperately need him to get something going as he goes to the bench right now.
And one Taylor comes off for another. 26-19. Masters. Guarded by Burrow. Gets it inside. Ivanovic. Good for two.
A little mid-range. How about that one from Ivanovic, Josh? Usually not looking to score, but that one, he had one thing on his mind, and that's get a shot up. That's a good conversion.
Masters, nice hezzy, fake off, goes up. Masters, that was masterful by Jacob Masters.
Absolutely it was, Josh. Ball fakes, hezzy fakes, step stop, stopping on the diamond, going up. He's got it all in his bag. It's Jacob Masters here tonight.
Charlie Connor, one-on-one. Is it to Martineau Gabriel? Euro, strong take, can't get it. Second chance opportunity, he's fouled.
Stay with it. MDG having a tough shooting game so far, but drawing that foul, getting himself to the line, see if he can get him some points from there.
At the line here, trying to get it to a 9-point lead for the SAIT Trojans. Led by as much as 10 in this one. What are you looking for George Brown to do a little bit more to get back in the game? What are you seeing that you saw yesterday that you're not seeing right now?
Well, time and time again, Josh, you see how much they love to drive the basketball, but today they're getting met with some great defense. Yesterday wasn't the case. They were able to drive time and time again, and they really made it happen around the hoop. Not going for them today. They got to get that three-point shot going a little bit to pull out that defense, because right now, up at the rim, it is not working out for George Brown.
Campbell hands it off to Jacob Masters. He's going to pull it for the tray. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Terrell Taylor gets the rebound. And reset it up. Campbell has the shot clock winding down. Has a screen coming from Nas. Pass it back out. Jacob Masters again from downtown. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Chuck. He's had the looks, just can't get it to go.
Absolutely, and they got to get him to go. It's the only way, because if the looks are there, you've got to convert.
Masters for three. You can put on the board. Marcus Masters from downtown.
In front of his own bench. There it is. Good to see Marcus Masters get one going from the short porch.
32-21. Now the biggest lead of the game for the Trojans at 11. Whipped across. Here's a tray, but Burrow knocks it in for the tray bomb. And man, of the Huskies want that one.
There it is. Andre Barrow knocking it down. You can't leave him wide open. We saw yesterday he's able to hit that short corner three as well. That's exactly what the George Brown Huskies need more of.
32-24. Masters inside to Connor. Connor pass it over to Gabrielle. And he travels.
Got him again. Makes you wonder if officials were kind of tipped off. It's like, hey, take a look at MDG. Might be driving in that pickup for a little bit before he starts going. And he's going to have to change his game right now, because they are obviously looking for that tonight.
Yeah, it's been a few times they've seen that now, at least multiple. And Fields and Barry check back in for the Huskies. 6:15 left here in the second. A spin off. Nice take by Nas. Nas is like that. Sorry, that's Jeremiah Brown. My apologies.
Sure is, Josh. What can Brown do for you? How about a little spin move and a lefty finish? That's what they like to see from Brown. Good take. We saw plenty of that yesterday. It's a good start for him here.
Gabrielle, fake off. Crossover. Strong take. Mark the no, Gabrielle.
Doing that yet again, Josh. Strong take to the basket through the defense. Able to finish.
Brown spins off. Gets it in the corner. Wide open look for Barry. He can't get the tray to go, and Charlie Connor gets another rebound. Outlet pass ahead to Kowal. Kowal! Nice block there by Campbell. If not, Kowal was looking to slam it down.
Yeah, good, hard, strong foul. Kowal, not easy to take in the air, but Campbell goes and meets him there. Gets a whole lot of arm, but he did stop the basket from going in, which is exactly what you want to do.
It's a foul that you would take every single time, make Kowal go to the line and earn it the hard way. But when I say hard way for Kowal, it's not exactly the case, because he's one of the best free throw shooters on this Trojan squad.
Absolutely, Josh. Not something you're used to seeing from one of your 4s or 5s. And Kowal's so good at the line, specifically late in the season, and also in this tournament here. The last couple days he's been shooting well. That continues as the season knocks that one down.
They get that one to go. It's 3 points so far. I don't know what the official was talking to him about there.
I think it was a little bit of a line violation. I know he walked ahead on that one. If it was the second one, they might have called that, but just got to make sure to stay behind it.
He purposely backs up on that one. I see. Good look there, Jay. Fields hands it off to Barrow. Campbell finding some room, whips it across a little bit too much. No, it's not. Fields is able to keep it in, get it to Brown. Brown can't get it in for the Bunny.
Tough one. How about Fields staying in bounds with that one, getting it to Brown? Easy shot, something we're used to seeing him hit, just not that time.
We saw a similar play earlier. That was to go to travel as well, so you never really know. 10-point lead halfway through the second. Gabrielle goes up strong, and Gabrielle looking like the player we saw yesterday against the Canes.
Absolutely. You can't ISO him down there. If you're George Brown, you got to double MDG down low. Regardless of who you got on him, he's going to get a good look if it's just one single coverage.
Nice take there. Can't get it to go. Ripped down there, and that was by Nas Roberts, but not able to keen it in. Charlie Connor one-on-one with Nas.
Oh,
going for the tray, crossover, can't get the three. Ivanovic skies high for the rebound and is fouled.
How about Ivanovic early in this one, Josh? So active on the offensive glass, getting himself some good looks and earning those minutes as well.
He will go to the line. It's 38-26 right now. Sub coming in here is Darnell Richards will check in. KD.
Yes, that's right. Young Slim, number 7 himself. Baby KD. That's what they call him over there in George Brown. And we're going to see if he gets some KD-like skill in this game as well, because they are definitely going to need it.
Wyatt House checks in the game. Wyatt's a pro lacrosse player, SAIT Trojan champion. Really does it all.
Yeah, he sure does, Josh. Full-time Trojan, part-time professional lacrosse player. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Trying to add a national basketball championship to the impressive sports resume he already has going. Hands it off to Naz Roberts. Good ball movement. Can they get him to go and bobbled around there? Good job by Ivanovic staying in, but then Naz Robert comes, tries to get a steal, a little too aggressive, picks up the foul.
That he was. If there's one thing I've seen about Naz Roberts' game, sometimes a little too aggressive, as you see there. And that aggression is something that works out for him more times than not, but that time, getting too much Chuck Burner, and now he's going to take a chance to get 2 from the line.
Charlie Connor will head to the line. So far in this game, Charlie Connor 5 points. Able to get that one to go down. If I'm not mistaken, Trojans have not trailed so far in Nationals.
No, had to lead the entire 2 days, Josh. Definitely something you want to keep going. Plenty of time left in this one, but got to keep up the effort.
Nice rebound there by Brown. It's in the corner there. Finds Naz. To back out. Here's the long tray by Slim, and he can't get it to go.
Yeah, good look by him. Unfortunately, didn't get it to go. Now we're going to see if the Trojans can make him pay.
Crossover. Take to the hole. Marcus Masters.
Come on, Josh. Over 3 George Brown Huskies coming after him. Marcus is able to sky that thing up and get it off the glass with a light kiss. What a take.
Nice take here. Naz gets it off the glass for 2.
Yeah, needed that. Much needed. The George Brown Huskies needed that shot, and Naz Roberts making something out of nothing there with a great take.
Masters for the tray. You can put on the board. Double M from downtown.
Starting to heat up now. It's double M from the corner, Josh. Things looking real good for the Trojans early on in this one.
Marcus Masters, the Ontario native, wanting to beat the Ontario squad. Outlet pass easily gobbled up there by Campbell. Outlet pass down to Slim. Backing up. Goes up strong, and he will go to the line. Darnell Richards for 2 from North York.
Yeah, and got to spend some time and see Darnell at the banquet there a couple days ago, Josh, as he was one of the top 5 finalists in the sneaker competition as he brought out the off-whites, but tell you what's not off is his opportunity now to get a couple shots from the free throw line, and Coach Dawkins going to bring his guys in to talk it over.
Yeah, talk it over right now because this game is getting out of hand. It's not what the Huskies had in mind for a semifinal matchup.
Definitely not, Josh. They knew they were running up against a buzzsaw, but not quite this early and this often. As we see, SAIT is absolutely killing them right now in the transition, and especially around the basket as well. Doing a good job as guys like Wall and especially Ivanovic has gotten himself a few offensive rebounds in this game and converted them to points as well.
Very interesting with this SAIT Trojans team, Jermaine. They started the first semester not in an ideal position. You normally see a SAIT Trojans team, and then we're able to flip the switch as the second semester comes, and since then, they have been rolling.
Absolutely, and that's classic Trojans, isn't it right there, Josh? Early starts, not too sure what's going on. Tighten up over the Christmas break and come in to the late season and postseason, a brand new team, and they've done just that. Huge opportunity here tonight.
Of course, part of one of the games of the year, no matter what level in Canada basketball, rather it be high school, rather it be U Sport, rather it be CCAA, against Keano in provincials. If you haven't seen that and you're joining us here for Nationals, and if you want to watch more basketball later tonight or in the morning, go back and watch that ACSC semifinal game against Keano. That is one of the games of the year.
Absolutely, Josh. You and I were on the call for that one, and those two teams did not disappoint. All medal game making sure the classic rivalry of Keano and SAIT continues on.
Easy find. Good job there by Taylor finding the man and getting it for 2.
Yeah, quick little pass, got that second chance point, got it to Brown real quick, an easy bucket. Oh, how about
Good job by Richard trying to get the Alvarado on him.
Yeah, tried to make it happen. Almost got it. Not that time, though.
45-31. Gabrielle gets it to Charlie Connor. Charlie was looking for Masters. Instead, he gives it to Kowal. Kowal, fadeaway jumper. Good!
Real good looking. I didn't know Kowal had that in the bag, Josh. Fading away from 15 feet. How about it?
Campbell, strong take. Can't kiss it off the glass. Fight for the rebound, and it's Trojans. Passed ahead to Charlie Connor. One-on-one here for Marcus Masters against Fields. 2 minutes left here in the half. Finds Snow, Gabrielle. Mark passes it to Ivanovic, and it's stolen away by Brown. Brown gets it picked off, though, by Chuck Burner, and then Marcus gets on the ground, but then he loses to Taylor. Taylor pulls up for a tray and knocks it down.
How about that? A broken play. Taylor's able to pick it up and knock it down from the corner. Huskies making a little noise late here in the second quarter.
Push it to under 10, you're feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
Despite when it almost pushed to 20 when you got that timeout.
Definitely, yeah. If you can get there on the 10 mark, it's a good spot to go in at the halftime break and retool.
Ivanovic for three. Yes! Philippe Ivanovic, you can put on the board.
Doing it from everywhere is Ivanovic. Is not only has he got the mid-range going, he's got the perimeter shot stroking too.
Campbell in the offense, resetting. 110 here in the second. 5 team fouls on the Huskies, 3 on the Trojans. Nice take there, but can't be finished. Masters has the rock as we hit the final minute here of the half. Masters looking for a pick from Kowal. Spins off it. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Kowal, second chance, can't go in, but he is fouled and he'll get a line for 2.
There it is, doing what he does best, Josh, and that's crash the offensive glass. So hard to keep away from the rim. Just following those second chance opportunities. Yet again, successful run for him.
And Wyatt House come in. Ivanovic, great minutes by him.
I would say, Josh, unbelievably great, specifically on the offensive side. Not a place we're really used to seeing him thrive. He did that today. That's a good job.
And Kowal able to mark down that one right there is pushing it to 18. Huskies were making a push there, trying to get it to 10 or under 10, and don't know if they'll be able to do that now, so hoping to maybe get it down to even a 12 or 14.
Yeah, we're going to see here. Oh, rare Giovanni Sinfinic cycle. How about it?
Haven't seen Sinfinic all in provincials.
No.
First time in nationals. He hasn't played since the regular season. It's a guy that the Trojans had a lot of faith in and getting some run right now.
Yeah, kind of just been sitting idly by, learning from the best, trying to see if you can get him by way of reverse osmosis just to pick up the goodness, and we'll see if he's got it going on right now.
There's a jumper there by Brown, can't get it to go. Sinfinic gets a bobble on it.
Nice
pass
pass
by Taylor, finds Richards, and going to be a foul.
Oh, they're calling a goaltend.
They're going to call it goaltend, thank you.
Yeah. Interesting. I think someone may have hit the mesh on that one. That one's going to count for Richards.
Marty Berkey, as he often does in these late quarter situations, when he sees something he doesn't like, he calls a timeout, trying to get everyone to think about things, calm down. And also, it's a situation, too, shot clock's turned off, you have the end of the quarter, figure a play you want to run.
Yeah, most definitely. Use it or lose it. If you're going to lose that timeout, might as well use it here. See if you can get yourself one good last look here to go into the halftime break. And you're going to pound the drums. Like my girl there in the front. That's the Trey Trojans are looking to do.
Trojans fans, electric. We also see, I believe it's Alicia Tan, just got her pan taken away by the Trojans mascot right there.
The legend.
Of course,
the legend.
Legends. Alicia Tan, at least in my time, the greatest female Trojan of all time.
Most definitely. And Josh, you got to believe she's one of the best cheerleaders as well. As you can see, checking out the dance move, I don't think she approves of them right there. She's trying to check them out, saying, I don't know, I could probably break it down a little better.
She can do it a lot better, trust me. Knock down the tray and she can hit a pan a lot better. 21.3, what are you looking for here? Do you think that they try to get a play where they get Giovanni involved?
Yeah, we'll see, Josh. It'd be a good opportunity to do that. Obviously, you're trying to build up his confidence. He's in early in this game. And anytime you're able to get somebody early in the game and try to contribute, and it looks like actually Sinfinic is not going to be on the
He's out of the lineup already. Another player from Montreal is Dawson Looms.
That's right.
Lots of
sure
basketball
does.
to be played. It's to Masters. And it's going to go back to George Brown.
Wow, how about that? Good defensive stand there in the front court by Campbell, creating that turnover. Just like that, 20.9 on the clock for George Brown to make something happen.
52 to 36. Ball goes right back to the Trojans just like that.
Yeah, looks like Ocampo was trying to make too much space. Well, not make too much space, make space with too much force is what I meant to say. I tell you what, Josh, no time has gone off the clock. We've already had 2 switches of possession. It's wild.
Welcome to the Nationals. This is day 3 overall of events. Day 2 of games. Game 3 will be tomorrow. We'll see who gets the final consolation prize and who will be going to bronze. Marcus Masters can't get the tray to go. Kowal tried to ring it in. Game clock winding down. Haven't seen much of Campo too much of this one, and trying to pass it in there, and the Huskies will go and try to rethink it at the end of the half here. They trail the Trojans right now, 52 to 36, and we throw it down to Brett on the sideline.
Thanks again, guys. 16-point advantage for your Trojans after the half here, and this is about as good of a home 20 minutes of basketball as you could possibly ask for from this group. They are having a fantastic game, 20 minutes away from potentially reaching the national championship for the first time over this 6-year stretch, and they have been getting contributions from all over the court. Qual leading the game with 12 points currently. Chuck's got 11, Marcus Masters has 10, MDG's got 9, Ivanovic has 8. They're getting just contributions from everywhere, all over the court. It's been a fantastic performance, while on the other end, it's Cal Campbell with 10, Derek Taylor with 7. No one really in foul trouble right now, only 2 players with 2 fouls at the moment. And as it stands, you're seeing big contributions all over the place from this Trojans team. 56% from the field, 33% from 3. And lots of trips to the line. 18 trips to the line already, and 14 of them. And we got a special event here at halftime, so we're going to throw it up to you guys. Thanks again.
David, we'll see you in a bit for the halftime report.
And we are officially underway at the CCAA Nationals here in Calgary. Dewsbury responds immediately, showing why he averaged almost 22 a game.
We are ready here at the Jack Simpson between the Dawson Blues and the VIU Mariners.
Yeah, two behemoths on opposite sides of the court here, Josh. You always love when squads from across the nation that have dominated their region come together in a final, essentially, end-all battle here in round one of the national championships. We're going to see who can come out and really set the tone going forward.
And it doesn't go Featherston. They don't take time out. Open three, Dylan to tie!
Oh! Are you kidding me?
Dylan at the buzzer ties this up at 103.
Are you kidding me? Josh Dillon in transition.
Here we go for the SAIT Trojans. Marty Berkey's epic conclusion to his career. Charlie Connor's epic conclusion to his career. They have been so close so many times. Is this the year they shut the door on Marty's and Chuck's career and finally get that national championship? What it is, what it do. Welcome back to the Jack Simpson Gymnasium. Joshua Adam, well, remember that with Jermaine JC coming. You can see right now the score, 52-36. Trojans up right now. They are a half from this dynasty, finally taking them to a national championship.
Absolutely, and a great first half indeed. As SAIT came out, played their game to a T, Josh, and have earned this big lead going into the halftime break. As you just said, though, still 20 minutes left in this one. If I'm George Brown, I'm going to need a little bit more from my guys. Nas Roberts, Nasir Berry, and we got to have Robert Ocampo show up, Josh. This last 20 minutes, we're going to need him to have something going.
Who?
Robert Ocampo?
Who?
Robert Ocampo.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him?
Nope.
We're going to have to know who he is now. We're going to have to make sure
Heard of him yesterday.
He doesn't happen.
Heard of him yesterday.
We're going to have
but
to make sure.
Didn't see much of him in this one. For the Trojans, obviously, history plays a lot in this entire tournament, right? With Marty and Chuck now on the precipice of making it, but let's not forget, just a few years ago, it wasn't a semifinal. Up by 20, lose by 20.
Exactly.
So just because you're up the Trojans know well enough in this national championship stage that a big lead means nothing until that buzzer hits 0.
That's precisely correct, Josh. As he just said, Trojans have been up big before in huge games like this. 20 more minutes to go out and really get the job done. Look for them to come out with just as much fire and passion as they did to start out this game. That's the only way they're going to seal the deal here tonight.
Martineau Gabriel doing his thing like we know he could, and Marcus Masters really starting to find his game as well. Him and Chuck both.
Absolutely. They're doing a good job offensively, not only scoring the basketball, but getting people involved. And someone else I want to highlight, how about Filip Ivanovic, Josh, doing his thing on the offensive glass and making sure he gets second, third chance opportunities and converting from the free throw line. Everything going A-OK for him right now.
Yeah, Filip Ivanovic hit a clutch straight. He's been getting rebounds. We just saw when he walked by us. The man that plays like Nikolai Jokic, having a good game so far.
Absolutely, Josh. He's doing just that. Look for him to contribute more of that here in the second half.
We are about 2 minutes away from the start of the half. Trojans trying to make history in this dynasty run. 6 provincial championships in a row, not 1 national championship visit. 20 minutes to put themselves in mortality and end that and send Marty and Chuck for 1 more game to potentially end their career as champions. That's the way you started off, Jermaine.
Absolutely, Josh. Out of the halftime break and yet again into the scores chart, getting it going. That's how Chuck Burner gets it, man.
And here is Campo right now, and as I mentioned,
Tell you what, one of the highlight players as we see, and the foul. Campbell gets it to go. As we're saying, Robert Ocampo's got to get into his game here in the second half. George Brown needs him to step it up.
No points so far for him. Well, 3 points so far from him. Not even in foul trouble.
No, just completely taken out of the game right now by the SAIT defense. Time to evolve that offensive game. Is they're going to need everyone. All hands on deck are the Huskies.
Campbell at the line. Campbell's been a pretty reliable player, probably the best player so far in this game right now, Jermaine. He's got 3 rebounds, he's got a couple of assists, and 10 points right now.
Yeah, doing his thing. And as you said, Josh, he's got something in all facets of the game as far as the stat sheet's concerned. Oh, great full court pressure as we see Barry with the steal. There it is. That's what we saw yesterday. Good half-court pressure there by the George Brown Huskies and able to get the steal and conversion is Barry.
George Brown coming out of the half with some passion to them. Back-to-back buckets. They gave her that Charlie Connor 3, but fighting here, like we said, Trojans, they know what it takes. They've had heartbreak in the past of a national championship. Charlie Connor has been there and can't get that one to go. Kowal gets the rebound and it's going to be a foul on him over the back.
Absolutely. Good contest there by Barry, able to stay with Connor, causing that miss. And Kowal trying to secure that rebound over the back on Ocampo now. One play at a time for George Brown. That's all you got to do. One play at a time, slowly work your way back. And it's a good start so far here in this third quarter.
Campbell. Passes it off. Pump fake. And a strong take by Barry. And Barry really finally found his game. We saw him trying to attack in there, Jermaine. He's finally able to get it.
That he is, and about time, too. They needed it from him, Josh. Tough first half for Barry, but it's a good start to this one as he's gotten a couple shots to go down around the rim.
I think that's really starting to get him confident. You can hear that bench. That bench is getting loud. Must have been a very productive halftime meeting.
No doubt. I guarantee you some furniture was moving. Coach Dawkins had to get into those guys right now because they're playing like a new team early in this quarter.
Pass around Maine for the three. Hushes the Huskies.
That's my main man right there, knocking it down, Josh, as soon as things were starting to kind of slide towards the George Brown Huskies. Huge three knocked down by Maine.
Taylor passes it off. Campbell gets it to Ocampo. Campbell was thinking three. Maine gets him off. Taylor gets it back. Barry, he's had the last few buckets. He has Chuck on him, pass it back to Ocampo. Ocampo finds Barry. He has a look for the tray. He can't get it to go. Rebound by Martino Gabrielle, but it's a jump ball situation. The possession will stay with the Huskies.
Good shot. I got to tell you, Josh, I'm impressed with George Brown coming out of the halftime break. Definitely looking like a different team so far when it comes to the offensive production.
TBC right now trying to get back in this game. Trying to face Dawson in that national championship. Trojans obviously have history in the past of facing Dawson in a national championship and winning. Finds Ocampo. Back to Brown. Brown, runner in the lane, can't get it to go. Gabrielle leading it up. Straight take, goes up. Blocking foul against Ocampo.
Yeah, tried to get in position, did Rob, but feet were still moving. There's good recognition there by Mark and able to take that shoulder in him and get that foul call.
So Deneau, Gabrielle will go to the line here. And Gabrielle able to knock down the first one. He's been so crucial to the Trojans team, as we talked about.
Look at MDG as we see hometown Montreal, Quebec. Earned his ticket to play against his provincial teammates there on Sunday. We're going to see if he can get that done.
That's the thing too, Jermaine. We talked about it in the previous game. The winner of this game gets a day off. Oh, nice job there by Brown off the glass.
Absolutely, Josh. And that's what you want to see from Brown. That's what we saw yesterday, attacking the rim. And it seems like coming out in the halftime break, we're seeing that from George Brown, more playing like they were yesterday, like the cohesive unit offensively. And we'll see if they can get a couple stops put together as well.
How important is the day off for these teams?
Very, Josh, especially when you're playing as hard like these two teams have been here over these last 2 days, hitting the deck, making sure to get every last ball. Everybody you see right now is sore, so a day off, crucial when it comes to that. And not only that, that's an extra film session and an extra walkthrough practice as well.
Yeah, that's a very interesting point. You know what's also interesting is, so yesterday we saw Marcus Masters, he had that sleeve on his leg, and it looked like he was favoring his hammy. No sleeve, no favor to the hammy.
Nah, popped it off. A little bit of placebo effect maybe. If I take that off, nothing wrong with me. And so far, he's looking real good out there.
Ball moved around. Gabrielle goes up.
Yep, the plan is obvious here defensively from George Brown. They know when MDG gets the ball. And we got a T there on the bench. I'm not sure if that's the coach, coaching staff, or players, but George Brown just got hit with one.
Yeah, well, frustration definitely starting to mount on for this team. They can try to push the Trojans, but Trojans keep on pushing back as Double M will shoot right now out of Kitchener, Ontario. 3-year player, previously attended the University of New Brunswick, so he's played in all of the leagues. He's played in Canada West, he's played in the ACSC, looking for a CCAA championship.
Yeah, I'd like to call him a journeyman, but I feel like he's a little bit too talented to call him that, Josh, as he has got buckets all across this nation, and tonight doing it right here in Northwest Calgary.
Not Canada West. U Sports there. Seeing that Dinos logo in that Canada West at the three-point line got me on my mind right there. But nonetheless, Gabrielle missing the first one right there. And we're going to make that one. The Trojans have not pushed it to 20. And the Huskies keep on pushing. They need to try to get it down to a minimum 10 here in the next little bit. Ocampo could be one of those guys. He can't get that one to go. Maine, good job pushing it ahead to Gabrielle. Gabrielle has Barrow on him and Campo. And Campo steals it away. Good job by Ocampo.
Absolutely. Stayed strong underneath. Not an easy task when you got MG coming at you. Scary hours, but Robert able to stay strong and get himself another possession.
Brown to the hole. Blocking foul. He'll go and earn one more.
It is Josh Brown doing that thing yet again, getting to the hoop, taking a hit, and finishing now with a chance for three the old-fashioned way. That is from the free throw line.
Felipe Ivanovic will get ready to check back in the game, and Amon Walker will check in, as well as Barry and Fields. And we talked about it in our halftime report. Felipe Ivanovic has been clutch. Definitely,
Josh. And now we're seeing he's getting some early burn here in the third. Had some great minutes in the first half. We'll see if he can repeat that here. And clock issues here. Going to reset that shot clock.
Yeah, what a game. Anyone that's worked that scoreboard, everyone's done basketball and had the Duke score sheet and done the scoreboard, everyone knows that, you know, no matter who has it, even with the best, and we do have the best,
sure do.
Once in a while, those type of things happen.
It's tough, man. I couldn't do it, honestly. They've got way more skill at that than I could ever have.
The crews that we have here in Calgary, between the Trojans, Dinos, Emeralds, Lions, St. Mary's, all super talented crews. Mount Royal Cougars. And now we're focused on the Trojans and the shot clock winding down. Charlie Connor going to go iso on Barry. Tries by him and finishes strong. Chuck Burner, first of his name.
Lulls him to sleep with the step away, does Chuck Connor, Josh, and loses him with the fast first step. Gets to the hoop right at the end of the shot clock.
Brown.
Offensive.
Pushing that off.
It is Jeremiah Brown trying to create space. Gets that forearm up a little bit too egregious for the official.
Marcus Masters to Charlie Connor. Now a full court press now by George Brown. See if it works.
That it does. There you go. Good looking press. George Brown. Every now and then, Josh, they're doing a good job in the front court creating these turnovers. Now they just got to kind of stack a couple together and get some baskets as well. Maybe right back in this thing.
Coach Pat Bolin and the rest of the coaching staff didn't think that the time had gone, but officials had other plans.
Yeah, the proof was right in the pudding. It got down. We saw 15.
Nice job there by Fields, getting it to go, and 13-point lead again. Chip away, full court press. They got it to work once. Charlie Connor is able to get it over, but he is pressured hard. And there's going to be a foul. And it's interesting, too, they didn't do this right away, so it must have been an adjustment to go with this full court press, and it's throwing the Trojans off.
Yeah, obviously Coach Dawkins got him in at halftime, says, look, let's turn up that pressure. And it's working so far. It's working so far, even though Barry's picking up the foul there, setting a good tone defensively for you guys.
James Olawabi is going to get ready to come into the game here. And also subbed in for the Huskies is Terrell Taylor. Chuck Burner at the line, and Trojans coaching staff letting their backcourt know how to break that press right now.
Yeah, definitely got the board out, letting everyone know, specifically talking to Walker and Masters on how to get that press break going.
Charlie missing the first one. Still some conversations with Amon Walker on the sideline, getting him ready. Looks like he's be subbing in his second year of tips to break that press. Charlie able to knock down the free throw. It's a 14-point lead. Campbell bringing it up for the Huskies. Brown, pump fake. Has a little bit of room, spins off, goes up, runner in the lane, can't get it to go with the hook.
Missed. That was too easy, though. Brown got in there almost at will. Can't let him get too many uncontested looks like that. How about Masters and how about Ivanovic?
Ivanovic! First of his name, Philippe Ivanovic.
Absolutely, Josh. Cleaning up the mess. Philippe going to work just like he did in that first half. Repeating that here in this half. What a cleanup job by him down low.
You talked about Brown and Ivanovic going to the line, but Brown has been able to do whatever he wants in this quarter. Get to the lane, just hasn't been able to finish, but he's done so much in this game. And you talked about how impressed you were with the last game he had, Jermaine, and just tough shooting for him. Just hasn't been able to get in, but making his own way to the lane.
Yeah, the process is right for him. Definitely is able to get there. Not getting the finishes he wants, but he's getting to the hoop. And if that continues, look for him to be successful in this game at some point.
Masters gets the rebounds. Has to head to Olawabi. Olawabi dishes it off. Jumper. Go down by Maine. It's a foul, so be the foul on Ivanovic, and Philippe will pick up his second. 16-point lead for the Trojans. Halfway through here in the third. Campbell. Get a pick from Brown. They've been doing that pick and pop. This time Campbell's going to take it. Ivanovic, tight defense on him. In the corner, Taylor trying to find some room. Fake off by Fields. Fields in the lane. Can't get it to go. Maine gets it, but then Taylor gets it and can have a foul down low. I believe it'll be on Philippe.
Yeah, that's a good job by Taylor staying after it. Took that hit. Now he's going to find himself at the line. This needs to be what the George Brown Huskies need to do going forward. Stay aggressive. See if you can get that clock stopped and get some points from the free throw line. It's the best way back at this point.
Kowal will sub in the game and take out Ivanovic, who find himself in a little bit of foul trouble. And at the line right now is Derek Taylor. Pots and pans, go it hard. And the SAIT women alum not able to throw him off on that one.
Also Alicia Tan, of course. Pots and pans, clapping loud.
And Tina Allen and Alicia not able to get anything going there. And good job there by Derek Taylor, staying solid, knocking down those free throws.
Definitely.
Charlie Connor loses the rock. Huskies, nice job by Fields, looking down court. Good court vision. And then Derek meets Kowal.
It is.
Go ahead, Jermaine.
That's exactly what you want to do. Sorry about that, Josh. Derek Taylor taking it right at Kowal. No choice there but to foul. That's George Brown's path back into this one. Like I said, keep going to the line. And third foul, and we're going to see, yeah, Kowal, sure enough. Get himself a fourth foul, excuse me. Grab himself some power rate real quick and get a look at Derek Taylor, 6'5" out of Toronto, doing his thing, Josh, staying aggressive here in this third.
And that play was all created by Fields. Good court vision by him, staying really patient and hitting the right pass on time. And you can do all the pots and pans you want right now. Taylor does not care.
Yeah, he's in his zone right now, Josh. He's came out a new player in the third, getting his guys back into it one basket at a time.
I need a new routine there instead of the pots and pans. It's a 12-point game now. Huskies have pushed and pushed and pushed. With a big defensive stand to get it under the double-digit lead.
Yeah, back into this thing just like that, Josh. Slowly but surely, a great third quarter for the Huskies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Climbing back into it. Charlie's got to wake up.
Charlie Connor bringing it up. They're trying to get the press, but Charlie's able to get it up quickly. With a double team on Chuck. Chuck breaking through, finishing strong. Chuck Burner.
Coast to coast. How about it, Josh? Push, dribble, gets up into the defense and gets him off balance. Right back at him. How about Campbell, Josh? Not afraid, taking it into the defense as well and getting it to go.
Charlie hounded all over the place by Jacob Masters. By the way, 5 team fouls on both squads right now, Jermaine, so we'll be shooting the rest of the way for fouls on each squad.
That's exactly where George Brown wants to be. See Taylor getting an explanation there of that last infraction. Very picked it up.
Shouts to all the George Brown fans watching their team come back right now. It's getting late. They're almost midnight out on the East Coast right now, staying up for the Huskies.
Yeah, late night out there in Montreal, but worth every second as they are battling back, specifically here in the third quarter. You got to love what you're seeing from them.
Fields. Hands it up to Masters. Jacob Masters. Gets it back to Campbell. And good ball movement. Fields goes to the lane. Pump fake, doesn't like what he has. Derek Taylor, mid-range J, overshoots it. Masters. Up, under, can't get it to go. Philippe tried to get the rebound. He can't get it. Now pushed up by Fields. As Campbell. Campbell was thinking three, but Ivanovic gets in his face. Now to Derek. Taylor goes up. Martineau knocked it away, and now the Trojans will hold it and bring it up. As Chuck calls out the play for the Trojans. 13-point lead. Goes behind, gets it back out to Ivanovic. He fakes for three. No good. Stops on a dime, does Fields. Passes it back out. Campbell tries to find some room. Gets in the corner. Masters for the tray. He can't get it to go. Rebound by Masters.
There we go. I'm sure they're going to slow it down now, or the straight Trojans. Clock is their friend.
Marcus is going to hold it down here to the shot clock. Winds out for a little bit. Masters for the tray. No. Ivanovic trying to get the rebound, but it's Fields getting it. Fields takes it by himself. Runner in the lane, knocks it down.
Yeah, gets him the defensive rebound as Fields pushes it the length of the floor and finishes on the other side. Don't look now, Josh. Only 11-point lead now for the SAIT Trojans.
Or the Huskies against the Trojans. Here we go. Maine gets it inside to Ivanovic. Fadeaway J by Ivanovic. He can't get it to go. And some tough shooting right now for the Trojans. There's a mini run going on for the Huskies.
I would say, Josh, great third quarter from them. Obviously, they got the message loud and clear from Coach Dawkins at halftime and are implementing the game plan to perfection.
Trying to get it under double digits here. Campbell, long-range trade. Oh, baby! The Huskies are howling now. It's 69-61 with a minute left here in the third.
Big one steps into it. This Campbell takes a look at the defense, shakes it off, and just like that, 8-point lead. Here come those Huskies.
Ivanovic finds Gabriel. Gabriel goes up, can't get it to go. Rebound by Taylor, but he can't bring it in. As everyone's sphincter for the Trojans getting a little bit tighter.
You could definitely say that, Josh. It's about that time, and you're going to see if Wyatt Hawks and James Owolabi can make a difference here in the last 26.8.
Almost a big possession here for the Trojans just to find some flow back in their offense because the Huskies on this run. Try to get it to Wyatt Hawks. Can't connect to him. Barry drops a dime. Pump fake goes around. Masters knocks it in.
Jacob Masters finishing on the other end, Josh. Here come those Huskies just like that. Great job. Bench is up and loud and back into the game. What a third quarter for them.
Owolabi goes up. Tried to dish it off. It will stay Trojans ball. 13 on the shot clock.
Makes you wonder, obviously 26.2, how much longer Qual can afford to sit on the bench, and Connor as well.
Barrow will sub in. And a round of applause there for Fields, Jermaine.
I would say, Josh, great defense from him and even better offenses. He pushes the ball, gets a tempo going for his guys, and gets them right back into it.
Gabriel goes up. He's fouled by Brown.
Right on cue, Josh. It's about that time. Look for MDG to really make it happen here.
Yeah, I mean, the Trojans, too, we've seen them really suffer in this third quarter, and I'll tell you a reason why. Kowal, 4 fouls.
Definitely, Josh. He's had to find himself on the bench for most of that.
Well, and you saw in that first half, Jermaine, when Kowal was guarding the paint, Huskies couldn't do what they like to do when they attack inside. And now they've been able to do whatever, attack inside, pass it out for trays, pass it out for mid-range jumpers, and able to feast in their offense the way they wanted to.
Most definitely. Masters steps in and knocks down that technical foul shot that the bench was able to pick up yet again. It's tough, man. You're asked to sit down on the bench, but your guys are getting back into it. You can't help but stand up a little bit, and they got hit with the tee on that one, so it's tough.
Gabriel at the line. Knocks down that one. And it's tough to give up these 3, too, when you've had that momentum rolling.
Yeah, it could be a killer.
They've done what they needed to do. They've got it to, we said at least to 10, they've got it to under 10, unless something dramatic happens and the Trojans get it back. But either way, you're at the range you want to be at going into the fourth.
Yeah, great spot to be in, Josh. You had a great third quarter if you're George Brown, and we're in for one heck of a finish for sure.
Campbell gives it away to Olawabi, so maybe the lead will grow for the Trojans. Masters, crossover. Steps back for the tray. You can put on the board! Marcus Masters from downtown! And that will end the third quarter with an exclamation point for the Trojans after a very efficient and well done third for the Huskies. Right now, it's Trojans 75, Huskies 63. We throw it down to Brett on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The atmosphere down here is simply electric right now. What a game we have had. Huskies mounting a bit of a comeback here in that third quarter, able to cut into that lead that was at one point as high as 16, able to get it down to 6. Trojans go on a late run, 6-0 run to close out the quarter, including that huge dagger 3 from Marcus Masters through 3 quarters. Chuck Burner leading the way with 19. Marcus Masters and MDG with 15 of their own. While on the other side, it's Cal Campbell with a big 18 and Derek Taylor with 11 to go along with it. Foul trouble may play a bit of a factor here in the final quarter. For the SAIT Trojans, Cole on currently 4 personal fouls. Ivanovic has 3 of his own, while on the other side, for the George Brown Huskies, Derek Taylor, Jeremiah Brown, and Nassim Berry, all with 3 personal fouls. So foul trouble could play a factor as we get into the later stages of this game. But as I can see from down here, from my perspective, this crowd is ready. They are excited. SAIT Trojans 10 minutes away, potentially, from advancing to the national championship. Take it away, guys, for the fourth.
Thanks so much, Brett and Jermaine. Lots of great stuff there for Brett, but you and I kind of talked about this near the end there of the fourth. You know, the Trojans, good little run there at the end, and I'm sure the Huskies are not thrilled with how that last minute went, because that third quarter was their third quarter.
It sure was, Josh. Unbelievable job by them out of the halftime break to really get this game back to being competitive again. Got to tip your cap. Granted, good job by SAIT at the end of that third quarter, but the fact remains, Huskies are right back in this thing, and we're going to see if they can kind of continue this claw back into this game.
No Kowal really made a difference for the Huskies. As we talked about, guys like Berry and Campbell and everybody else in this squad wasn't able to really attack the paint the way that they wanted to with Kowal on the bench. They were able to keep themselves back in. Ocampo still looking for a game from him, but other players that we had talked about in the intro starting to find their ways.
Most definitely, Josh. Team effort, as it shows right now, and those guys are starting off the fourth right here. Like you said, we're not seeing either Berry or Ocampo to start off the fourth. It's the guys that got them right back in it, and they deserve to be on the floor.
Ivanovic, we got a big praise when he subbed off last time, and rightfully so. He's filled in for those minutes for Kowal and done a good job. Olawabi goes in and gets it for 2, and just like that, the lead rolls all the way back up. It was a 6-point game at one point.
Just like that, James Olawabi getting it to go to start off the fourth. That's a good look from him from about 10 feet.
George Brown shot 50% in that last quarter, their best shooting quarter, hoping to make that the fourth and get themselves back into it. Campbell was thinking 3 to no. Gets on him. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Mark Deneau, Gabrielle. His time to shine.
Sure is, Josh. Fourth quarter, close game. We saw yesterday he was able to slam the door. We're going to see if he can do it again here. You know he wants it.
We are a quarter away from Marty Berkey and Charlie Connor after their historic run finally making a national championship. But George Brown, they are not going to go down without a fight.
Definitely not, Josh. Thoroughly impressed with the Huskies here in the second half.
Trey Barrow passes it out. Brown open for the tray. No good. Rebound by Maine. 77-63 here in the fourth quarter. One of these two teams, and it's not what you want to see right there for Masters. Tight there for Olawabi. One of these two teams will face the Dawson Blues on Sunday in the national championship. And that's a foul you would take if you are George Brown and get back in the offensive side. The sub's coming in, and it will be Ocampo. and it will be Nas Roberts.
That's right, big offensive production now, potentially from both squads. Ocampo waited right till the very end. Now it's time for him to get it going. Also, likewise, Chuck Connor also got to get it going. The Huskies have done a good job getting right back into it.
I would expect Kowal won't come into a minimum the 5-minute mark. Fields has had a very good second half, has the rock. Hands it back off to Brown. Ocampo trying to find his game, has Masters on him. Gives it to Brown. Brown with Charlie on him. Passes it back out to Ocampo. Shot clock winding down. Ocampo can't get the 3 to go. Ivanovic, great job. Outlet pass to Masters. Throws up a wild shot. Can't get it.
Yeah, lead pass is a little bit too much for Masters to handle. Great idea from Ivanovic.
Here comes Kowal. Kowal, remember, he has those 4 fouls. So have to keep careful with him. Maine will check out. And I guess Marty Berkey looks at it. 8 minutes left here. Big lead. Let's put it down and get our ticket punched here and blow this lead up to the 20-point lead that we had been flirting with earlier.
Absolutely. Get called back in the game. He's got 4. I guarantee you George Brown knows he's got 4. He's got to be cognizant of that if he wants to stay in the game for the rest of it. Nice take.
Nice take to the hole there by Nas Robert.
Well, that's what happens when you got 4 fouls, Josh. You got to keep those hands up. You can't go after that ball like you want to. Nas Roberts taking advantage of that.
And you can't get the same defensive efforts that you always get with Kowal there. Solid point there, Jay. Charlie Connor in the lane. Finishes for 2. Kiss off the glass.
Perfect. He seems to seek out contact and thrive in it. And there goes Connor yet again, knocking it down.
Ocampo. Can't get it to go, but guess who's there? Nas.
Absolutely. Steelmatic as he gets it to go on the other side, Josh. Nas Roberts untouched for that second chance opportunity.
Charlie Connor, one-on-one right now with Fields. Gives to Ivanovic for the tray. And just a bit short on that one for Philippe.
There we go. George Brown now, like I said, hanging around. 7:07 left, time to turn it up. No more hang around time, see if he can really get it going and get back into this thing for real.
13-point lead right now for SAIT. Bucket here would go a long way. Roberts. Oh, offensive foul, Trojans ball.
Absolutely, a master at drawing the charge is Marcus Masters. Saw the gather step coming from Roberts as he's got one direction to go, and that's straight forward. Let me get in front, take that charge. Great job manufacturing that possession.
Nas Robert goes to the bench. Quality minutes from him, but Taylor comes in, and Derek has been fantastic in this half. 79-67. Strong take. Mark Denaud, Gabriel.
How about it? A little bit of read and react. Looks up, sees no one's in front of him. MDG says, let me take this to the rack. Does just that.
Brown fighting for the rebound. Comes back out to Ocampo for 3 and splashes it down. And Ocampo finally maybe finding his game. And an Aaron buzzer there.
Going right back, Aaron and G. Right on time, Josh. Robert Ocampo finally getting one to go. We're going to see if now that changes his fortunes.
They wanted a sub. I don't think they're going to get the sub that they want. So a little bit of confusion right now with the clock and with substitutions, I believe.
Yeah, that's what it looks like right now. Coach Dawkins saying he didn't want to get the sub in at that exact time.
And the floor also getting clean. We've had a few wet spots on that far side of the broadcast booth of the court. 11-point lead for the Trojans. Try to get inside to Kowal. They keep it in. Ocampo. Big possession here for the Huskies. 6:15 left here in the fourth. Gamble goes up, dishes in the corner. Taylor for 3, can't get it to go. Hard collision.
Coincidental contact, that's tough. Oh, what a way to get fouled out of the game. Call 2 times.
The State Trojans are going to go to the national championship. They're not going to have one of their best players, Kowal, for the final 6:09.
Tell you what, golden opportunity right now for George Brown, Josh. That rim protector is out of the paint now. We're going to see if the penetration picks up for the Huskies. There it is.
And right to Taylor right away. And under a 10-point lead again. We've seen 10-point leads go away earlier tonight. Maybe another one here at the Jack. Charlie Connor, shot clock winding down. Huskies defense getting intense. Charlie for three. He's fouled. He'll have 3 shots.
Tough break right there, Josh. If you're Campbell, got to give Connor the space to land. Didn't do that. Now Chuck with a chance for 3 from the line.
Campbell's second. Chuck will get a golden opportunity for 3 at the line. Can't get that one to go. Charlie Connor, legendary career. All he knows is ACSC championships, but not a national championship.
No,
not even what it's like to play.
Definitely not. No, I haven't even gotten to this point. So untethered ground as far as we're considered for the SAIT Trojans. And how about 2 misses from Charlie Connor from the line? I can't remember the last time I've even seen that. Let's see if he can get this 3rd one now.
He does, so he gets it back to a 10-point lead. 2 team fouls on each side. Both teams have all their timeouts left. Fields walks the dog up. Euro passes it over. Barrow, strong take, dishes it off. Slam! Dunk!
There you go, one power dribble from Taylor. Good find on the baseline drive. Good finish as well. George Brown not going away, Josh, playing extremely inspired in the second half.
They're not. Pass over to Marcus Masters. Shot clock winding down. Masters. Foul there. And that'll be the 3rd foul on the Huskies. You can feel the atmosphere in here. It's getting tense, Jermaine.
It sure is, Josh. And gotta say, not a ton of Huskies fans in the crowd. I'm actually having a hard time picking out any, but couldn't be able to tell us. They're doing a great job despite not having anyone cheer for them, staying in this game. And as you said, Josh, the atmosphere is thick.
And the ghost of tournament past leering their eyes right now on the Trojans. Trojans trying to get 600, 500, 700-pound gorilla off their back. They'll knock down that one. And that gorilla weighs extra heavy because this Husky team will keep on pounding and keep on going at the Trojans. Trojans having a little bit of trouble at the line, but it helps when you get a rebound, or maybe not. Jump ball. Possession goes to the Huskies.
Trouble at the line is right, Josh. What a time to be missing so many free throws. Letting the Huskies hang around, not something you want to do.
Sub going to come in. It's going to be Brown, and Brown is a very interesting sub right now for the Huskies team. Taylor goes out, who's been phenomenal, but Brown, specifically in this second, has been able to get to the paint whenever he wants with no Kowal in the game.
Absolutely, Josh, and we know he's got that great penetration ability, does Brown. Looking to exploit that right now with the big man call on the bench for the rest of this one.
Ocampo for 3. Can't get it to go. Chase down rebound. Who wants it more? Gabrielle gets it. Masters has it. Double team try. They got to get it over. They got to get it over. Time is winding down.
Now.
And they just have to throw a wild pass. What is the call, Jimmy?
We're going to see here. Interesting. Officials conferring right now.
Doesn't seem like the Huskies coaching staff is happy with whatever the call may be. I think they're going to say it was a tip off a Husky. And the coaching staff, obviously, with their point of view, being close to that, are saying that was not the case. Whose ball will it be? It will remain Trojans' ball.
Yeah, I think you might be right on that prediction, Josh. That's what it looks like is the case here.
Try to get it across. Gabrielle travels. And the ball will go back to the Huskies. 4-4-4 left here in the fourth. 83-74 for the Trojans.
George Brown hanging around, staying down in this one, Josh, making sure that every possession somehow ends up with a positive for the Huskies. You're doing that.
Campbell. So Hook winding down. Strong take by Barrow. He can't get it. Maine gets the rebound. And Trojans survive another possession. But Masters falls down. He's going to stay with the Huskies.
There it is. More pressure from George Brown, Josh. Another turnover in the backcourt. 4:26. Down 9. Here go the Trojans.
Fields is inbounding it. Ocampo trying to find some room. Brown in the corner. Campbell for 3. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. 83-77. Big time tray by Campbell.
How about it, Josh? Stepping into it after the turnover, knocking down the 3. Campbell stepping up to the occasion.
Charlie Connor with the rock. Goes behind. Shot clock winding down. Pass it to Ivanovic. Ivanovic finding room. Goes up strong. He's blocked by Ocampo. And then a late foul call that erates the bench, and obviously coaching staff trying to hold back. Already 2 checks on the bench.
Yeah, that's tough. Robert Ocampo with a great help defense on that one. Unfortunately, a little bit too much of the hand for the officials' liking, and Ivanovic's going to get a chance now from the line to get 2 more.
Campbell with that big-time 3 is Huskies fans getting their hopes high in this comeback, but time is getting close to Maine. It has almost hit midnight. We are 4 minutes to midnight in Ontario. I'm hoping that midnight doesn't strike for Cinderella here, and George Brown for the upset of the SAIT Trojans.
God, Josh. Would be for lack of trying. They're having a great second half altogether. Climb back into this game after they seem to be out of it in the first half.
Campbell, yeah, oh, it goes in and out. Heartbreaker right there for Campbell. All they can do is get back on defense. This press has been working, and Marcus Masters finds some room. Crossover by Masters. It's it back to Charlie Connor. Charlie sets up the play. 3:25 left here in the 4th. Charlie. Guarded by Brown. Crossover. For 3. No good. Rebound. Who wants it? It's the Trojans. It's Maine. Here's Marcus Masters for 3. Doesn't get it. Ball will go to the Huskies. Good defense there by Barrow.
Absolutely, Josh. A great defense continues now from George Brown, as they have been a completely different team defensively. Trying to continue it. Now Coach Dawkins is going to bring the guys in. Great timeout. They're going to go discuss some strategy.
And I'm sure, the Huskies are going to take this timeout, but I'm sure the one word that Pat and that Marty are going to be saying is, calm down.
Definitely, Josh. Easier said than done, you've got to say. This George Brown defense, especially in the front court, pounds, creating passes. Aaron chases as well, making sure to hound the ball handler, can't dribble whatsoever. We're going to see what Coach Marty Berkey has in store for his guys to get the ball even to half court consistently.
That's what I was going to say next. You hit it right in the head, Jermaine, too, with George Brown. They're going to say, keep up that defense, because that defense has been creating turnovers, getting us possessions. We got them. 3:08 left. We got to get a few of those buckets to go down, but keep that defense up. Specifically, that full court press really seems to have thrown off the Trojans.
Definitely. I can guarantee you Coach Dawkins is saying that right now, Josh, echoing those same sentiments. That defense right now is on point for the George Brown Huskies. We just got to convert a little bit more on the offensive side. The clock is not on our side. We got to see if we can make it happen. George Brown in a good spot right now as we continue the momentum.
3:08 left here. 14 fouls for the Huskies, 2 for the Trojans. Trojans have never trailed in this one. They've never trailed in nationals so far. Haven't trailed since provincials in the final game against St. Mary's. Hoping to keep it that way. One of these two teams will book a trip on Sunday against Dawson. George Brown trying to get the comeback. They had a comeback on them yesterday, held off and won in overtime. Ocampo can't get the tray to go. Ivanovic chases it down. Now they got to get it over, which they've had trouble with, but Masters able to get it over. Bucket here will go a long way for SAIT. Masters. Trojans trying to take as much clock as they can, and in a wide open lane for Taylor. Slam dunk.
Two-handed, easy one.
And technical foul for the Trojans bench.
Yeah, extremely upset at them. They feel like there was a foul down at the other end. Officials didn't think so. Untimely now, so not only a wide open dunk for Taylor, now a chance from the line as well to knock down a couple shots.
And he'll take the technical maybe after this timeout. Yes, he will. So Taylor will take the technical after the timeout with having a chance to make this a 5-point game.
I tell you, Josh, it continues now for George Brown. Worked their way right back into it with what unbelievable defense. What a play by Taylor, Josh, and now a chance to get 2 more at the line as well.
George Brown keeps on pushing and pushing. This is the closest they've gotten it right now, Jermaine. They've gotten it within 6. Get this technical, get it to 5, and 1 more back, and get a stop in a bucket. It's a 1-possession game just like that.
Just like that. Like you said, Josh, easy way back right now for the George Brown Huskies. They can see it. They can taste it. They're right back in this thing, and it earned to be back in this spot, have they not?
Joshua Adam William with that with Jermaine J.C. Cummings. It is an intense atmosphere here right now. As we talked about, the energy has been sucked out of the arena here because SAIT faithful getting a little bit nervous right now. Everyone from George Brown right now, like I said, it's past midnight right there, but they are getting excited. They are getting energized. The alum, the fans, the friends and the family are thinking that George Brown has what it takes to be the upset against the Trojans right now, and they are leaning that way.
Yeah, things are most definitely trending their way right now, Josh. The great defense kind of sending the SAIT Trojans reeling right now. Not a timely tech as well. We're going to see if Taylor can knock these shots down.
Taylor doesn't get the technical to go. So Marty has a laugh at the bench saying, it was worth it.
There it was, just like that. Now, here we go. We know the full court pressure is coming. Let's see what the press break is like from the Trojans.
Full court press does come, and they have Brown in front of it as well. Trojans do get it over, but still a lot of press and a lot of double teams right now.
Oh, yeah.
Marcus Masters is double team, can't get it out. Throws a wild pass. Maine gets it, but the shot clock is winding down. Martineau has to get it. I think it's stolen away. Yes, Jermaine, he does.
He sure did. How about that steal right there, Josh? George Brown, huge opportunity now. How about Brown underneath?
Get out of here! Get that out of here!
Race. That's my main man with the help defense says not today, and Marcus Masters is able to secure that ball.
Maine with the big block, sending the bench into a frenzy. 2:01 left. There's a lot of time, but that could be the tide-changing play of the game.
We shall see, Josh. Not that technical foul. No, a little help defense. What did the 5 fingers say to the ball? Slap.
Marcus Masters at the line. Still lots of time in this. 2 timeouts still for the Huskies. Masters able to get it. And these free throws are key because the Trojans have had a lot of trouble in this quarter at the line. Obviously, Marcus missing one earlier, and then Chuck on that 3-point play missing 2.
Yeah, super uncharacteristically missing those free throws, Josh. To do add, but that's a great job by Masters to step up there and knock them both down.
2 left here in the 4th. Here's Campbell. Hands it off to Ocampo. Back down to Fields. Fields in the lane. Dishes it off to Taylor. Taylor for 2.
There you go. Nice finish down low. Full court press. Here it is.
Stolen away. Fields goes up for 2. Can't get it. Rebound. It's going to stay with the Huskies. 1:42 left.
Full court pressure. Great job pressuring the ball handler. Not only that, and it looks like we've got a tee. Oh, we got an overrule. We're going the other way.
Going the other way. Wow, okay.
All right, okay.
That's huge because a free there would have made it a 1-possession game.
Just like that, Josh, but hey, George Brown's defense has gotten them to this point. They don't mind playing 1 more possession on the defensive side. I guarantee you that.
George Brown should be noted. They were ready to call a timeout there. But that defense, like you mentioned, Jermaine, it's been setting pressure. They know what they have right now. SAIT trying to hold on, trying in this run to make their national championship. Charlie will handle it in the backcourt. Gets it over.
Nice release. Perfect.
Gets it to Martineau. Gabriel for 2.
That's how you break the press, just like that. Move the basketball, get it up and over the defense. Great finish by MDG.
Under 90 seconds now here in the 4th. Brown in the corner, big time 3. No. Rebound by Main Mang.
Nice pull down. Watch out now.
Stolen by Campbell.
Another front court steal. How about it, Josh?
Taylor goes up. Blocking call, so Taylor will stop the clock and get a chance to shoot 2. Not going to call a timeout. They'll take the attempts here. And get a substitution to come in here right now as they'll bring in Terrell Taylor for the game.
How about Derek Taylor in this fourth half? Unbelievable play on both sides. Not only racking up the steals, but getting to the line time and time again, staying aggressive, getting his team back in it. You love what he's doing here at the end of the day.
One of multiple players from his team from the 6, trying to pull this comeback. Can't get it. He has been really good at the line, and near the end here for some key free throws that he needed haven't gone down for him.
Yeah, big time miss right there. Second opportunity we're going to see to get this one.
And gets that one to go. So here comes the full court press again.
Perfect press break. There it is.
We are under a minute, Jermaine. Martineau Gabriel passes it down to Charlie Connor. Charlie has the shot clock winding down. Gets it to Martineau Gabriel. Jumper. No good. Who wants that rebound? Martineau Gabriel gets the rebound.
What a job by MDG to be able to secure that. Look out now.
Masters to the lane. He's fouled. He'll go to the line. 35.4 left.
Man. Huge opportunity. Masters getting to the hoop, taking the hit, not getting it to go, but still opportunity for 2 from the line. Granted, they fouled at the hoop, but I would love to highlight the great job George Brown has done defensively and not fouling. Pressuring everyone without really coming up with fouls in the front court. That's an art form, and I'm impressed with that for sure.
Masters pretty much wrap this up, and he does. Knock down that one, and you can see the Trojans getting ready to do something that they have been waiting 7 years for, with 6 ACA championships during that time, Jermaine.
Yes, Josh, on the precipice are the SAIT Trojans. But in the words of Kobe Bryant, job not finished.
Didn't get that one. Ball's going to go to the Trojans. There'll be about 3 seconds difference. And George Brown, all they can do is call a timeout and try to think of what they can do.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what they definitely are going to do. That's going to turn up the defensive intensity, see if they can get one last steal in the front court. Force SAIT Trojans into an uncomfortable position.
91-82 right now. SAIT so close to moving on to Sunday to take on the Dawson Blues. We've seen miraculous comebacks happen in these nationals, and George Brown's defense has definitely shown that they are capable of that. They've been able to get steals when they need it, but they're going to have to get some stuff going really quickly here. This is the biggest timeout of their season.
No doubt we got to look there at Wade Coleman in the crowd taking in the game. Tell you what, he's definitely feeling the nerves, absolutely, as are we up here, Josh.
He's the big man, the AD, hoping to see the men of Troy move on to the national championship that would be played here at the Jack. 3 o'clock Mountain Time, 5 Eastern Time, potentially against Dawson for the East-West matchup after 3 Eastern teams advance.
I know, I was waiting for the West to make a little noise, and sure enough, it took our hometown SAIT Trojans to do just that.
So a big inbound play here. You still do the presser, now you just foul, right?
At this point, yeah, go for that initial, obviously, steal. If not, quick foul, put him back on the line and make him earn it, most definitely. 2 blue jerseys on the ground. A lot of time losing.
There they do foul Charlie Connor, so Charlie will go to the line. And one of the Techs. Going to get the Tech side, but Charlie will go and shoot 2 at the line here.
Andre Barrow pleading his case, saying he got 2 hands to the chest. Officials did not see it that way, and now a huge opportunity for Chuck Berner to go ahead and lock that door tight.
Charlie's been waiting 5 years for this. Doesn't get that one to go. It's been a lot of ups, a lot of downs on the road to the national championship for Charlie. He's won provincials. He's been there when they've lost nationals. He's became the leading scorer for the SAIT Trojans. Can't get that one to go. Pass in the corner, stolen by Maine. He's fouled. So 16.6 seconds left now.
Good job by Maine. Filling the passing lane right at the last second, picking up that steal. Man, regardless of how this ends, it more or less seems like we know how it's going to end. How about the George Brown Huskies? Unbelievable, Josh. They were out of it in the first half. Down by almost 20, hanging their heads, walking into the halftime break. Say it looks like we're going to cruise to a victory. Wasn't the case.
And if I'm not mistaken, tomorrow, Jermaine, it is an Ontario rematch.
How about it? You know they want to see each other. They know each other very well, Josh. The St. Clair Saints and these Georgia Brown Huskies. That should be a great game.
That's going to be, that could be a game of the tournament, that type of thing. That could be absolutely fantastic, and really look forward to that game. Derek Taylor, he pulls up for a tray. He can't get it to go. .5. We'll see if they still go for the foul. And there's a foul right on the inbound, so Masters will go. Takes a point or so off the clock. And you can see Marty Berkey and Pat Bolin celebrating, giving each other hugs right now. We'll talk about that in a little bit here. Not going to put the official tag to it just yet.
Get a good look there at Coach Marty Berkey. As he said, Josh, ups, downs, rounds and rounds. Trying to make it happen. Coach Dawkins calling the timeout. Oh, that's T. He's gone.
He's gone.
Okay. He's going to take that one. He's going to take that one. Thumbs up from Coach Dawkins as he's going to hit the showers. Unbelievable job by him, Josh.
Great job.
Great job, coach team. As you can tell, as they came back in that second half, and that was an unbelievably well-played second half by the George Brown.
It'd be interesting if he can coach tomorrow, because as you know, sometimes in the ACSC, when a coach gets a technical, the next game they can be suspended.
We're going to see fans now. Fans now getting into it. You got to relax.
So I missed that, Jermaine. Maybe you want to fill me in there?
Yeah, we had some fans kind of getting into a front row with some of the players as well. Some barking going on a little bit on the way out.
The women alum?
Not at all. Not at all, Josh. We're talking George Brown fans. We're kicking some things on the way out.
Okay.
As they are leaving with their coach.
Obviously, it's never easy to lose a national semifinal. SAIT's been there, and obviously St. Clair's been there. We know it's hard. You and I have lost at games like that. We know it's an emotional time and a tough time, so definitely can understand the emotions running high for Huskies faithful. As Filip Ivanovic getting the SAIT men alum cheering on.
Something we'd like to see, Josh. Tightly contested game. And see George Brown played a heck of a game in that second half, outplaying the Trojans, frankly, right till the very end. Trojans able to settle it down. Good to see cooler heads prevail. You can see Marcus Masters take these free throws.
Masters knocks down that. After 7 years and winning 6 ACSC championships in a row, the Menetroid, the SAIT Trojans are headed to the national championship, and Marty Berkey and Charlie Connor will look to slam the door with the natty.
What an unbelievable performance from your SAIT Trojans here tonight, Josh. Able to get it done despite the great fight from George Brown. Great win, but I tell you what, job not finished. You're going to have a nice day off tomorrow, a chance to regroup, hit the ice up, a little film session here, a little extra walkthrough there. Tighten up a little bit because there are some holes in the Trojans game I didn't like to see today, Josh. There are some things they're going to have to cure to get the win on Sunday.
Absolutely. So it'll be the SAIT Trojans taking on the Dawson Blues. 3 o'clock Mountain Time, 5 o'clock Eastern Time. And there's a lot of storylines in that we will obviously get to throughout the weeks that come. But right now, we're going to give all the flowers right now to George Brown College Huskies. What a comeback by them. They came up just short, but tremendous defense by them down the line. And if I'm not mistaken, they'll be facing St. Clair tomorrow to see who can advance to bronze.
Most definitely, Josh. I've seen a lot of teams play against these SAIT Trojans, but never have I seen a team turn up the defensive intensity like these George Brown Huskies did against the SAIT Trojans. So many cross turnovers, forced turnovers in the second half. Unfouling, too, doing a good job not fouling, getting to the hoop. I'm thoroughly impressed with George Brown. All the best to them tomorrow, trying to bring home that brown.
Now that I think about it, Jimmy, how about that lineup tomorrow? Holland and St. Mary's. That's going to be a good game. Then a BC rematch with VIU and the Blues, and then an Ontario rematch with St. Clair and the Huskies. So you can't get much better than that for the games tomorrow.
Absolutely not, Josh. There is drama throughout all the games as we see the Trojans celebrating as they should. Celebrate now, fellas, because in a couple short days, you're going to be right back here with a huge chance.
You see players in that huddle like Nicholas Molina, like Jamie Mua, like Murph, that have been Mavadami, that have been part of this run and didn't get to that national championship. That's the thing about this Trojans alum. They're all part of it. They all feel it. They've all wanted to hit that natty, and now they're going to get to witness it on Sunday.
Absolutely, Josh. They are bringing everyone along on this ride. As you said, all the alumni as well. Let's go down to Mike Mahoney and see what's going on with these players in the game.
Tonight's player of the game for the George Brown College Huskies. Number 9, Cal Campbell. Tonight's player of the game for your own SAIT Trojans. Number 1, Charlie Connor. Congratulations to both our players in the game and both teams on a terrific contest.
SAIT Trojans finally have an opportunity to go to the national championship. Marty Berkey finally in a national championship. Charlie Connor finally in a national championship. Marcus Masters, you know he's happy. Wow, all the SAIT Trojans. How's about Philip Ivanovic? What a game by him tonight.
Most definitely, Josh. He came to play almost totally in that first half with the offensive rebounds, getting back to it. I love what I saw from Ivanovic. They're going to need more of that on Sunday.
On Sunday, gold medal game, Dawson against the Trojans. But like I said, tomorrow, right here on YouTube, we'll get you started with Brett and Jermaine on the call as the Holland Hurricanes take on the St. Mary's Lightning. And then we got the consolation round to see who goes to bronze. It's the Battle of BC, and then it's the Battle of Ontario. You don't want to miss it. Tomorrow, more great action here at Nationals for CCAA on YouTube. Until then, folks, cheers and enjoy the games, people.